Hello, hello, hello. I am still organizing the big story that I'm trying to cover today, trying to get everything organized properly in the proper timeline. And it gets annoying because there's so much out there. Holy moly. I have, from what I can tell, right now so far, over, like, no joke, 40 different pieces of information here. It is, like I mentioned, a lot of organization, a lot of reorganization, a lot of freaking everything, really. So I thank you for your patience, of course. Of course, we're not going to have you wait too long, of course, but I am going to try to get all this fucking stuff organized because I want it to be a good timeline in between shit, if you know what I mean. I have all these specific writings all done specifically. I have some Twitch stuff. I have some other stuff here. The Twitch stuff, I don't really care about that being organized specifically to fit, in timelines, etc. But stuff from what I've seen from conversations, I do want that organized a certain way, if that makes any sense. Of course, freaking heek my dudes. That will be a thing that I have to freaking worry about. Yeah. (19 to 28). This is 19 to 39. Okay. There we go. That works. Not so good. The fuck? How did that one get over there? Another day, another freakingly large thing madoobs that I have to do. To try to get everything set up correctly. Welcome, welcome, welcome on this wonderful day. This wonderful day of news. There's not a lot of news, but there's like this one big news story that I've been working on. As you can tell. There we are. Ah, those are repeats. Some of them are repeats, apparently. Which is fun. Some of them are repeats, apparently, which is fun. It's always fun to have repeats, of course. Oi, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, people. I'm trying my best. But oi, 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 oi. This is an organizational mess, really, because things were given to me different times. Like the timestamps were all fucked up. Like everything's all fucked up. Let's see. So everything is getting all fucked up. Okay, so that works with that. And that goes later. It's one of those things. It's one of those fucking things. Oi, it is kind of frustrating to see all this stuff. Getting all discombobulated and shit. We are. Let's make sure that things around the same time. 2:22 a.m. Be here. 2:37. 2:26 and 2:37 is the one I'm supposed to be moving. 2:19. 19. 2:26. 2:22. 2:24. Right here, I think. There we go. 2:37 here, 2:39. Oh boy. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'll organize that at a bit of a later point. I'll have a little bit in between, a little bit of time in between to figure out what's going on. Right now, we're just gonna fucking go over whatever is right here in front of us. And then, I'll just move along as we are. So, how is everyone doing today? I know I don't have very many people here today, but I do want to know how everyone is doing. Because, I don't know, it's just important to me. I like knowing how people are doing. I like hearing how people are doing. So, there we go. Just, you know, wondering how y'all are doing. So this one... no one's talking. No one's talking. Oh my god. It happens. It happens. I'm almost done organizing this shit, surprisingly enough. Surprisingly enough, I'm almost done organizing this shit. There's just so much to organize, honestly. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? With a lot of stuff, I'm definitely what the fuck. There we go. Have a little bit more organization left over for today. And today is fucking weird. Oh my god. I spent, no lie, I spent 2 hours yesterday redacting everything that I could off of this stuff. Because there was... Of course, people don't redact before they send it to you. Because why would they? Why would they, honestly? Why would they redact before they send it to you? They just send you the stuff. They send me a packet of like 80 fucking different things here and there. And I have to organize them, of course. Not easy, in the least. But it is what it is, I think. And I'm glad that I appreciate you guys' patience. I appreciate you guys being here and still chatting and talking with me and everything like that while we get everything in order. Which is tough in this whole fucking thing. Because there's just so much fucking information. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, I have a little bit of story to tell you guys while I'm continuing to do this. Last night. Oh dear God, there we go. Hello, Aki. Hello, there we are. Yesterday. I have to hydrate. Yes, because I've been talking a lot. Yesterday, last night, more than anything. Last night. All right, let me preface what I'm gonna say. There is a what I would like to call a several trees near my house. The house where I live, because I've come back to stay with my parents to help them out, because my mother is not the healthiest. She hasn't been since she's gotten sepsis, I believe it's what it's called. I believe it's called sepsis, what she had. And she almost went into septic shock and all that kind of stuff. So we've had to deal with that. And, you know, that ain't easy for her, and that ain't easy for me or anybody else out there. And I came back. I've been hanging out. I've been here in the house with her for a bit. So what does this have to do with anything? Well, the place where I stay, of course, I pay rent and all that kind of stuff. I pay rent based on the area, which is like, it's not a rich area by any means, but you know, nowadays everywhere that I'm at is everywhere that you can be at is expensive as all hell. So this one, the thing is, it is expensive, absolutely, but it is one of those things where it is what I like to call it. It's more expensive than it should be in the area that I'm at. Just being honest with you, I don't think it should be this expensive where I'm at currently. But that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about right now is there's several trees where I'm at. They are avocado trees, I believe, and they house various animals, as you know. Avocado trees tend to do that, tend to house various different animals. The animals that are in my area are fucking usually squirrels. So they're my brethren. They're my brothers. They're my brothers in Christ. My brothers in arms. My brothers in nuts, or whatever you want to call them. My brothers. But recently, there have been other people, other creatures visiting the area. Some of them are loud. We'll just say that. Loud as all fucking hell. Holy shit. They kept me up last night. I don't know if they were mating, or they were doing other stuff. I don't know what the fuck they were fighting. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but they were annoying the hell out of me. And they were very, very much annoying. They were very, very much annoying. So it is something that kept me up all night. All freaking night. It was, they were loud. Like, I did not know the motherfuckers could be that loud. I did not know those motherfuckers could be that loud. But they were fucking loud as all hell. They kept me up all night. It was really annoying. And like once I thought they quieted down, once I thought things were good, they weren't. They just weren't. They picked up right where they left off, which was being loud as fuck again. It was really, really fucking annoying. So I have everything organized. But, so I slept maybe like 2 hours last night, which is not my usual. Usually I sleep a lot longer. But 2 hours is what I slept last night. So we're going to go into the news now. I'm going to go over regular bits of news. There's not a lot to talk about today. Just a regular bit of news. And then we'll go over the big Nijisanji story that I have for you. A scoop, if you will. A scoop of not necessarily bad stuff, but a scoop. It will verify some things that you have heard about Nijisanji. It will piss you off, because it pissed me off, to be honest. All right, we're gonna start with a little bit of happy times before we do anything else like that. A little bit of good times with Rosemi in this case. A little bit of happy meme times, fun time, whatever you want to call it. I just vaporized some guy. I don't even care. On the floor. I don't know how that was created, but yeah, it looks like you just got vaporized. It may have been an art installation or something, but it's hilarious. Common Rosemi W. Is that some guy Riku? Mega W? Rosemi Beam? Reminds me of a Flash game where a girl uses eye beams to make boys fall in love with her. Granted, they don't vaporize into dust. The tweet is here, which, you know, I like showing you the original tweet here. The response the people have. This is so Rosemi coded. X Klugen status basically here. Says, wish that were me. That was Rosemi coded. Doppio drop scythe. Probably deserved it. To me next. Satan powers. Krilled. With you, I'm guessing it's just your mind. Joke's on you. You hit the clone next to him. They didn't want to be union is Uki. Uki. Terrifying. Other people just responding. Nice happy times with Rosemi. Another bit of a meme / how things have changed. How they were advertised, light good, is, you know, here, and then dark bad, Obsidia here, debut, and how they are now. Dark bad, they're dark bad here, and Obsidia is the, they're dark bad here. Of course, Pomu is the good, and the good group Obsidia, pretty much, because Petra, as far as I know, and no, Rosemi doesn't have any kind of bad things, but as far as I know, Petra doesn't have any bad things either. So let's see what people say. Pomu is the only one of Lazulite that is beloved, while Lyra and Finana are seen in a bad light for what happened. Ironically, the trio are supposed to be the bad guys, are all seen in a good light. People want Rosemi and Petra out of the company so they don't suffer. Selen was treated horribly, as we know. Optics-wise, you're not wrong. Lyra is painted as the evil counterpart. Finana, meanwhile, through multiple missteps, is reduced into a virtual joke. So yeah, the unofficial face of Nijisanji Yen is a Lyra being pushed in our face with multiple appearances and merchandise. Optically, that's how a lot of people see it. Of course, I'm not making fun of any of the talents. It's just taking a look at how they're seen and a little bit of you know, just in a meme style. Now here we have more any color stock board comments. As you all know, I do like covering this. Thank you, Aki, for the lurk everywhere as well. Let's make sure. More any color stock board comments. We're on the TV now, I guess. I mean, we're at... More any color stock board comments. We're on the TV now, I guess. Well, anybody who is against or the way that Nijisanji is acting with their talents is seen as a severe anti, wanting the company to come down, blah, blah, blah. I just want the company to get better. I want them to switch their whole management from all the way from Riku down and be better. TV-kun was so embarrassed that we could only say the market capitalization, so he switched to another account, but was obvious that he was repeating the same thing over and over again in his writing. It says, if the goal is to let people know you have knowledge of stocks and can't read Japanese to go on expeditions to click away, makes sense that they keep repeating the same thing over and over again. So, of course, this is, you know, from the Kodosanji board. Thanks for the long comments. Nikki, one thing regarding Sweet-chan, the phrase, at first Hololive management was short-term thinking, didn't provide enough support to Sweet-chan, but with the help of Ah-chan and her friends, Sweet-chan didn't quit. Seems quite far removed from what she said in the video. No. She said that everyone knows the story. Everyone knows the story. I repeat it again and again. Yes. In the beginning, Hololive was just trying to survive. Doesn't excuse what they did in Inonaka Music. Does not excuse it. I don't excuse what they did in Inonaka Music. That was a different management, though. So that was Hololive. Inonaka Music was Hololive with updates. I believe the same people with the keys in the eye. They were a different management group, like a whole different group underneath the cover umbrella, but it was totally separated from Hololive. We know now ordinary people, investors, think about idol otaku. In fact, they're actually aware of it. There are a lot of female Nijisanji fans, so they rarely come stock bulletin boards like this one. The financial circumstances of the fans merely speculation, but now I have a good idea of what Nijisanji fans here are like. Cover as a god will easily surpass 5,000 yen and take over the world. Any color do your best in Japan. Basically, they're mentioning that any color is being very short-sighted. Tiny Go sells some of the shares to cover. That's a lot of money for 800 million yen. Any color doesn't seem to have changed its shareholding ratio. President Takami's annual dividend is 1.6 billion yen. So if you look at the half-yearly amount, it's about the same. However, the two have completely opposite policies. Of course. Sorry for amateur question. Which companies are better than Cover in any color, or rather, are there any top companies? Seeing the VTuber industry is small, dominated by the Japanese market. Talk about things that are not related to any color somewhere else. Nijisanji, this is a stock board here, has been introduced before. No, it's unrelated. They want to know if it's going to continue for the next 10 years. In terms of profits, any color is still twice as large as Cover, but the growth rates and outlook are completely different, so everyone buys Cover. The moment they start paying dividends, they're basically declaring that they've gone from being a growing company to a mature company. Any color's financial forecasts are so far off that even the results for the next 2 months are completely wrong, so you can't trust them at all. Some people are starting to have some doubts. But of course, you have the defense forces popping in, the Nijisanji sisters popping in, and, you know, being angry that Nijisanji is not doing so well, and being angry that Cover does well. In terms of profits, any color is still twice as large as Cover. Again, cope. But the growth rates, outlook are completely different, so everyone buys Cover, of course. The moment they start paying dividends, that's the same thing that I mentioned before. Wonder why. If you want to buy a growing company, you don't need to buy a Cover. Just Apple, and Microsoft, and Meta is fine. Microsoft isn't a growing company. That thing is huge. Apple is not a growing company. That thing is huge. Has a small dividend. You're too hostile towards Reddit. If you don't leave stupid comments, you won't be ridiculed. I think they'll buy back their own shares again next year in quarterly financial. They will. It is a normal thing. Just reminding people. It is normal for companies the size of any color in the prime market to buy back shares. There are large companies, I think Boeing and others, that do that as well. It won't change too much. It'll help them in the long term, being like, it kind of gives, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, it gives a sense of stability and a sense of trust for investors, being like, oh, they're doing buybacks, which means dividends. They want to pay dividends, which means they have extra money to do these buybacks. So that can bring a little bit of confidence, but it won't bring like a faltering company up. It's just kind of something that they do to kind of, not necessarily cook the books, because they don't do it to cook the books, more like to stabilize the books, from my understanding. Implement shareholder return measures following share buybacks and dividends. Start over from scratch. It's a disaster. We're getting into there. Male VTuber with the most subscribers in the world is Akumi from Indonesia's Aka Virtual. Others like Strawberry Prince and Iris also have one foot in the VTuber world, are not counted as VTubers, but they do compete with each other. In terms of average viewership, Vispo has already overtaken any color to become second in the industry. It may not be fair to look at any color which competes in terms of total number of streamers as an average indicator. But, and the person here doesn't continue it. And of course, people saying funny that they mention profit. Niji's profit is only so high because they don't spend anything. No salaries for the livers, no promotional materials for the newest gen debut, except for a single stock image. No support for covers. What else? You know. TV Kud is in reference to a poster that basically ran themselves out after spending a bunch of nonsense. They likely re-rolled and have resumed posting. The board tends to have a cast of rotating people. And yeah, these are people, of course, there's cope in there, because as an investor, you're going to cope that things are going to move up. As an investor, you want things to move up, especially for a company that you have invested heavily in. I understand that part. But some of the other copes are like, what the fook? This is freaking crazy. If and you know what I mean. So, this is, of course, any color defenders. Some people going against them. It is a bloodbath out there. Interesting. Is YouTube chat working? Is my question. Is my YouTube chat working properly? No, it is. It's just no one's here. No one's here. I'm all alone. It's good times. All right, let's continue. Still gonna do what I'm gonna do, usual. Actually, let me do something that I forgot to do for this morning. I forgot to do this. To make the brain a little less chaotic. You're here, Haruki. Okay, cool. You can chill, relax, just listen. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. In order to keep the brain quiet from all the brain worms and stuff, I take certain things. All prescribed, of course. All prescribed. Just before you start thinking that the squirrel be taking uppers or something, or downers. I like, you know, or whatever, what have you. All of it prescribed. All of it prescribed. from an actual doctor. Not prescribed from some hippie like next door. No, it's prescribed from an actual doctor. All right, so let's see what's happening here. You have to have a OneCare account to even watch that broadcast? Really? Oi. Okay. Cover is going to broadcast their overseas strategy at OneCare company information session. OneCare seems to be One Career, actually. They said OneCare. One Career. It is a site where they're going to be, there's not much information here. It's just 11:20 is when they're going to be doing it. 1700 to 1740. It may have already passed when it came to Japan time, if it's on Japan time. If it's on Pacific Standard Time, it's different. But this looks like it's Japan time. I believe by this time, it's already passed. It has already happened. But here we go. Today, 5 p.m., again, Japanese Standard Time, Tanigo and Overseas Business Development Manager Suzuki will be speaking about Cover's overseas strategy at the OneCare Company Information Session. The video is packed with information about the latest endeavors, so please be sure to watch. A OneCareer account is required to watch. Will the video have English subtitles? That's what people are wondering. That's what I'm wondering. Because, I mean, it's all fine and dandy if you do all this stuff and you put all this stuff out there. But if it's not English, myself, not a lot of people interested in you because you probably have a lot of Japanese investors more than anything. But myself, I won't be able to cover it. Important thing to be discussed is the growth potential of the overseas market and their recent initiatives into it, so you can see a little bit of what they have planned for us. Other stuff of interest for those wishing to work at Cover and what to expect. OneCareer account is required to watch the broadcast. Wasn't it mentioned previously at some point that they now have their sights on expanding further into Europe? They do! And, well, from what it looks like, Hollow Justice is one of the ones that did the whole European thing. Niji should do the same. Wait, they have an overseas branch? They don't have an overseas branch, sadly. Wonder if a Chad will translate to the whole thing. They have EN, but my god, that's on live support. From what I've seen, from the leaks that I've seen, and the things that I've seen, it's on live support. Won't Cover translate it themselves, since it concerns overseas and foreigners looking at what they're cooking? Possibly. It's very possible. In-house translator for this due to the importance. Bound to be at least one. Ooh, exciting. Some people are excited. I'm excited to see it. But like I said, unless it's translated, I won't be able to cover it. When it comes translated and it becomes a more public thing, then I am fine with letting you guys know about it. If you knew what I mean, I will let you guys know about it when it happens. I mean, honestly, I was surprised even Nightbot wasn't doing anything. Like, I was honestly surprised Nightbot wasn't even fucking doing anything on YouTube. Usually Nightbot will, like, spam everything. Hello, T-Man! You know why I didn't see you before? Well, if you did do anything before, I know Aki was here. But the reason why I didn't see you before was because on my thing, you are the same color as the Pokemon community game. So I just took it as a Pokemon community game thing. My bad, my bad! My badu. My badu. Oh, nice. Okay. No worries about the color. No. I know it's you now. No worries. No worries about the color. You don't have to worry about it. There you go. Well, now you have a different color. Okay. There you go. Magic-oo. You did the magic-oo. You're Kermit Green, yes. It's not easy being green. Well, I did it weird. Not easy being green. But yes. Kermit the Frog here. The next several ones that I'm doing over here are going to be for YouTube recaps. YouTube Recap is a system where basically they tell you how you did in this last year. What were your major things happening this last year, who you watched, what you were, if you're a creator, they do a creator recap too of all of your milestones and things like that. I haven't had very many milestones, so it is what it is. But YouTube Recap, what does that make me over here? We have this person was in 2%, the top 2% of Made Mint fans. They watch 6 times as much as the average viewers. All that means they watch a lot of people. You have here for Dokibird's return, you were one of the Dragoons who turned into support Indie Dokibird. Over here, same thing. Different people. These are all different people. These are all different people, as you can see at the very top. All different people saying the same thing. A lot of people were around to support the bird. Of course, everyone, if they can, they will stay here because Dokibird deserves support. Dokibird deserves all of the positive things that have been happening to her, and so does Made Mint. They are retirees of the old company. One of them was terminated, Dokibird, who she was before, in a very, very unceremonious way, which is one of the reasons why I started getting into this whole thing, because I started what some people call it a crusade. It's not a crusade. It's not, and it's not against the livers themselves. Like, I support every single liver inside of Nijisanji that hasn't messed up. If they've messed up and apologize, I support them again. Support every single one of them to have success. Will I support them monetarily? No. That's just my own thing. I don't judge the people who do. I don't judge the people who are rational fans. Not the Niji sisters, not the overly destructive and overly protective types. I'm talking about the people who watch Rosemi, people who watch Scarla, Aya, Maria, and every single one, Kuzuha in JP, every single one like Salome and others who are in the JP side. If you watch them, you're not going to get judged by me. You're just a fan. There's not much you can do as a single fan to change things other than boycotting them, but then that hurts you too because you can't watch your Kamiyoshi. So I understand that. And if you support them monetarily, I understand that too. I'm not here to hate on the fans themselves, the regular fans, the regular people out there. I'm here to hate on the people who do dumb things and say dumb things and hurt others, of course. Niji leaks? Oh, I have a juicy one. I have a juicy leak. And this is, as far as I know, I'm the only one who has this leak. I'll cover it right now, because this is big news for me, big news for others as well, of course. This is something I do want to cover. I'll cover it in about 10 minutes actually, because I do want to cover some other news that's popping up here before we go to that crazy stuff, if and you know what I mean. We'll cover some other stuff here, but I do have a juicy leak that I will be honest with you. I spent fucking 2 hours yesterday. 2 hours yesterday. Redacting everything. Everything that was going on here. I've spent 2 hours redacting everything that I'm going to be... You're going to be like, whoa, you went insane with the redacting. Even on the Twitch, because I have some Twitch words and stuff that were put out there by the liver of Nijisanji, who is gonna be remain not remain named, remain as what would I say, as redacted as possible. I have to be very careful with this. I don't give a fuck about Nijisanji trying to sue. I don't give a fuck about that. But me, it's more ethics. I don't want this person to get hurt. I don't want her friends to get hurt. I don't want her fans to get hurt. I don't want anyone supporting this person to get hurt. I don't want any hate to go their way. I don't want any of that. So I redacted everything I could. I redacted the actual profile pictures of the thing. I redacted the membership marks. I redacted everything that I could. I double and triple checked, of course. It was late at night, so I'm hoping that I didn't miss anything. But I tried to redact everything that I could. Like, it's insane. All the kind of stuff I had to freaking redact from this. Hope you make sure your legal butt is covered from Niji and sisters. The sisters are going to attack me anyways. People from Nijisanji, people from others, are going to be attacking me. They are. I mean, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. So let's continue. But as far as I know, legally I'm protected, and legally the other person involved here is protected, because they were smart. At least the Nijisanji liver, as far as I can tell, they were smart enough to be vague enough so that if anything happened, like what's happening now, then then yeah, you know, they won't because it's enough that they protected themselves. I personally feel that they protected themselves rather well with the way they were speaking. And like I said, I even protected her fans, for God's sakes. I didn't have to. But here's the main thing. I don't want people like searching for these individuals. I don't want people searching for the Twitch names of these people and then sending them whispers and then asking them, were you in so-and-so's chat, or were you in a chat where you were talking about, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't want that to happen. That's why I do it. But let's go on with the regular news for now. Ami, which is basically the company that is now working with Hololive and Ina, if I'm not mistaken, in their most recent stuff, is Ami News. It's, you know, their Ami stuff, all their different... They are a seller of figures, either painted or non-painted, where you can paint it yourself if you are a hobbyist, or other things. Ami is actually working with Cover, as I mentioned before. They have some Azure Lane stuff here, just giving you guys a bit of an update on this company that is working with Hololive. And of course, Ina figures. I believe there is an Ina figure in there, or at least they're going to be covering it eventually. And this is just account for Ami News, a hobby information site run by Ami. We bring you the latest news, photo reviews, event reports, and more. So this is a site of them, and you know, any little updates that they've been having here. As I've shown you before, all the things they've had here, different hobby things, because VTubers are hobbyists as well. VTubers do enjoy getting all these things, and since Ami and Ina are doing a bit of collab, some Hololive people are in here as well. Did I cover this one? I feel like I did. I really feel like I did. I feel like I covered this one at some point yesterday. Not sure though. I did. I covered this one yesterday. Okay, I covered this one yesterday. I didn't cover this one though. I need something to scratch my back. Fuck. I need a fucking back scratcher nowadays. Fuck. Because I don't have the fucking reach that I used to have. I'm doing like the bears and trying to scratch that one little part that you fucking can't scratch. My voice. Sorry if you're hearing me clear my throat. Apologize. Voms Monster Project is the place where Pikame used to be a part of. We all know where she is right now, but if anyone doesn't know, then you can always look at Vshoujo for a certain little tea kettle laugh, and you'll find her. That's all I can say. They are that agency that she had left. They had still decided to continue doing what they're doing, of course, because they have other talents that are very, very wonderful talents. You can see down here, a lot of them continue to do their thing, continue to fight the good fight. Tomochika, I believe, is one of them, one of the bigger ones. And they are doing their best. And recently, they've had 3 new debuts. Like 3 new people debut under them. You have them here from Voms Monster Project, as mentioned before. This is their look. Voms has a certain look to them. a certain design element that they always have. This is their style here. So this is the kind of stuff that they put out there.
この配信が終わったら枠が立つんだけど、これ
that's their chibi style.
10分
This
間
is
で
their regular
や
style.
りたいと。
But yeah, this is the type of style that Pikame had, that the Mochika has, that a lot of people here have, that work with them. It's just the way it is. And here you go. Of course, you have other people here. They have it as like a game where you can go in, kind of like a visual novel style game. It's cute. And here, of course, you have some of the newbies. You have some other people who've been there for a while. This is another member. This is one of the new ones. And this is them. At least them looking like a certain style. There you go. This is their style. This is their style. And then you have the next one, which is this one that I mentioned that I showed you in the other one. I showed you in the other one. They all have their very unique style. Voms always looks as a very different, unique style. It still is very anime-esque, of course, the eyes and everything like that, but it is unique to its own way. Most of their designs are kind of the way that you're seeing these three here. It's not really changing from the regular designs that they have. And you know, talking about the people who did them and all that kind of stuff there. And of course, we have the specific designs here of all of them. Those are the three designs. And this leads up to them having pretty much a debut sound, a debut song that they have the music video. It says it's called Take My Go Sound. I'm pretty sure that's one of those Take My Go Sound. Nice. 1,000 Japanese yen, which is like what? $8? Artwork by Daddy. Nice. Very nice. Very nice music. Very nice art. It's just really well made. I like it. It's not a super long track, 1 minute and 44 seconds, but they have a little album, Take My Go Sound, over here with 6 tracks for 1,000 yen. 6 tracks for 1,000 yen is not bad. 6 tracks for like $8 or so, that it is not bad at all. They do remind me a lot of Pikame. They remind me a lot, especially, yep, the design styles are all the same. They remind me a lot of Pikame. It is wonderful that the company that helped raise her up, helped bring her up. Of course, she was brought up by her own personality and everything like that everyone was excited about. But the company that helped keep her up and keep her planted was one way that she was able to get up. And also, these people are going to be able to move up. Support them if you can. I'm going to take a look at them now that I found out about them. I'm going to take a look at them. And I'm going to see if any of them fit me. Yes, Melvin, they look a lot like Pikame. Now, right now, I do still have a lot of new... Well, not... Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Same boat as before, joined the family.
Love your name. Love your name. Thank you. Thank you. Of course, remember, in this channel, if you are here and lurking, you're absolutely a VIP along with anyone who is chatting. You're all amazing people. You're all very welcome, and you're all very much appreciated. You don't have to be chatting every single time in order for me to appreciate you. You just being here, you watching me, you helping me out with a view, helping me out with a like, a comment, a subscribe, a follow, any of those types of things, memberships, it helps a ton. And it helps me continue to keep the lights on and continue to do these things. Even something free as a like on the stream and anything like that does keep things going. It actually keeps things going, strangely enough, right? It really sounds strange. How the hell can it be? But no, yeah, something simple as that will absolutely help the channel. It helps the discoverability of the channel, because, as you may or may not know, on the YouTube side, I have unfortunately hit a point where I am being like, it sounds like, oh my god, you're imagining things, or oh my god, you're thinking too much. No, I have been shadow banned pretty much from YouTube. I have been the algorithm doesn't really favor me anymore. Like, it never really favored me, but I'm not getting pushed in the algorithm. Let me tell you why, real quick. My impressions, which is how many people you're being pushed out to, from one video before the shadow ban to the video after the shadow ban, went down, and it was a big video too, went down 90, 93, 94%. I did the calculations myself. 93 to 94% drop. And since then, it has been that way. In growth of my channel, the growth has dropped 99% compared to how it was before. It was like a switch got flipped, where they're like, yeah, fuck you. You know, I know what caused it. It was a false copyright strike. I had it removed. It was removed, but the fact that it ever was on my channel screwed me over. I don't know why. I don't know why they went that extreme route. It's one of those things where they're risk averse or whatever. But it was quite literally like a switch flipped. From one day to the next, my videos and my channel went from being at least shown out there to a 93% drop, like I said, in impressions, and a 99 or so % drop in growth. It's insane, but I still keep doing what I'm doing because you guys are here. That's why I'm saying, you guys being here helps out a lot, because it makes me want to keep fighting. It makes me want to keep going forward and doing these things. Hello, Eclipse. Hello, Agent Ned. See here. Can't wait to see the Twitch 2024 recap. Probably got so many chats. Probably did. We probably absolutely did. We're going to cover, well, it's actually about 3 or 4 more stories before I go on to my big story of the day. Let's try to get this all done. V4 Mirai is back again on the ALA main stage. Join us day 3 of the convention. Anime Los Angeles, a smaller convention in Los Angeles, California. For music, Woda, and more. Bouquets, are you ready? Alias I don't know is going to be there. Alias yes, a no-no. Alias yes, a no-no. Alias yes, a no-no. Oh my god, I'm not nervous. Nope. Yep. Then you have thank you for having us again. ALA, excited for round 2. Serena Maiko. Maria, honored to be back. Thank you, Anime Los Angeles, for having us. And then, of course, Pipple Pebblesworth, which is part of the under the same blanket of Brave Group, Globy, and V4 Mirai, if I'm not mistaken, again, correct me if I'm wrong, is under Brave Group. So hype for my cousins, let's hecking go. Hype for V4 Mirai. V-Sensei, my pen lights are ready. Can't wait to see the performance. Other people are very excited about this. They're going to have their concert. Any VTuber concert is absolutely amazing to see. It is a big, big thing. And of course, I will cover it when it's out, when I hear more about it, after Anime Los Angeles happens. When that happens, we are going to, of course, cover it as always. And here is Anime Los Angeles. It's going to be happening January 9th through 12th, 2025. So it's next year. At the Long Beach Convention Center. That is where Anime Expo started. Anime Expo first started at the Long Beach Convention Center, if I'm not mistaken, or at least had a part. Anime Expo was a part of it, like a timeline of it was in Long Beach Convention Center. So this is a small one, but it's growing slowly. The full event badges, which is 3 days, is $21 a day. It's amazing. 4 days actually, $21 a day. Not bad at all. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. You can get that for, you won't be able to get that for Anime Expo. Anime Expo is like $80 a day. So it's good to see these small cons, especially when V4 Mirai and others are going to be there. Idol Corp has a big announcement. This will be the start of a beautiful partnership. Idol x Gamersup's talent announcements are coming soon. First reveal, 11:20, 12 p.m. PST. Can you guess who? Each new talent brings tidings of joy and a special code for free shipping samples for 48 hours. So this is Gamersup's. As you know, Gamersup's is someone that is a group that is, you know, partnered with Shy Lily and a bunch of other bigger VTubers, smaller VTubers, Mythic Talents VTubers, other VTubers out there. They're sponsored with them. You have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. The Clussy, oh god, mild Clussy sauce, oh god. Ghost Clown right there. It's going to be interesting to see who they have there, who they have partnered with. Idol, being under Brave Group now, is seemingly pushing a lot more sponsorships to people, which is great to see. And of course, some of the stuff that you can see here. And I want to cover it because, well, anything positive like this, and also, you know, being able to get the free shipping and free samples for 48 hours, those are all wonderful things. And I'm glad that the people that are going to be a part of this have gotten this opportunity. Like I said, there's not that much to talk about today on the front of other things. You know, we have some Christmas stuff, we have special bonuses. I'll cover that later. But last thing I want to cover before I go into the big news that I have for you guys today, the big leak that I have gotten today. Celebration of our 4-year anniversary, Bishoujo will be hosting a fundraiser. I covered recently, I would believe is Umi Kyoku is doing a Make-A-Wish Foundation charity karaoke, like a karaoke relay, karaoke concert. Of course, on, I believe, either YouTube or Twitch or both. Bishoujo is doing the same thing. Celebration of 4-year anniversary, Bishoujo will be hosting a fundraising event in support of Make-A-Wish. Get ready for exciting 24-hour relay featuring Bishoujo talents. 11:23 start, 8 p.m., 11:24, 1 p.m. JST. That's when it starts. To donate, they have the link. Of course, you can go to the Bishoujo directly, their Bishoujo main account. It's a Tiltify one. Tiltify is a very respected, very well known, and very well managed platform to connect you to a specific, charity. It vets the charities and all that kind of stuff's there. So it is a trustworthy place to make donations. It's hecking awesome. Mincy is so awesome. I was a Make-A-Wish kid. It really means so much to have that kind of magic when you're going through so much as a child. Thank you for doing a fundraiser. Can't wait for the day. This is awesome. Let's go, a charity event. Hell yeah, happy 4 years. Let's go. I always appreciate the charity events. It should be a great time. Awesome. Love seeing it. Of course, a lot of people celebrating it. I have seen the benefits that Make-A-Wish has. It brings happiness to children who are going through some very tough times, helps them forget a little bit of the crap that they have to deal with pain and other things. Help them forget a little bit by giving them something nice to do, something fun. Sometimes, like I've seen, Make-A-Wish with Markiplier in there, John Cena, other people doing wishes for people in need like this, for children who have not gotten the best lot in life, but are working hard and struggling and fighting to survive. So that's the last one before I go over to this piece of news. And of course, like I said, I want to make sure, let me just doubly make sure that every single thing here, I made sure to mark every single thing as redacted because, I need to make sure it's fully redacted. Nice to see streamers do something for a charity. Yes, it always is nice to see streamers to do something for a charity. Always is. Now, double check, make sure. I thought I got all of the words, but I'm going to just double check, make sure. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna restart the stream because I'm gonna have to private the other part of the stream. So I'm gonna restart it. Hopefully you guys will pop back in. I'm gonna have to restart